Hey there, I'm glad you're here. My name is Chris, and this is the Sons of Sever YouTube channel, where there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad gear. And the gear that we're talking about today is gear that is integral to having success in the outdoors, and that is a good pair of pants. Now, whether these are good or not, we can't tell you yet because we've only had them for 2 weeks, but we wanted to do an initial overview of this product. Now, before we get into the product, I want to talk about an affiliate, which is near and dear to our hearts. It is a local company to us here in Utah, and that is SeverShoots. They are a barefoot minimalist style shoe company. They really only make 3 shoes, so they really are minimalistic so far. But the cool thing about it is they make all 3 of those shoes in men's, women's, and children's sizes, which is not something you see super commonly with other barefoot brands. There are others that are starting to get into children's sizes and covering the whole family, but it's definitely a newer thing. They came out the gates with those options, which I think is kind of cool. We are going to shod our children up in some splays soon so that you can get a more in-depth review on Splay as a total brand, but these are their freestyle shoes, and I really like them. They've actually become my go-to lifting shoe because of how flat they are. They are 0 drop, wide toe box, extra flexible, and because of that, they allow me to connect to the ground really, really nicely. And now, saying that they are my lifting shoe, that's saying a lot because I have a good handful of barefoot style, athletic style shoes, and these, again, have become my go-to. So they're definitely doing something right. If you're interested in looking into splays, then head to the link down in the description and shop around. I don't think you'll regret it if you end up picking up a pair. They're also fairly budget friendly compared to other brands. So we will set this gorgeous guy aside. Maybe we'll see him later. But for now, I want to bring on our pants. The pants are from a company called Puli. I don't know if you've heard of them. I never had until I was shopping for a very specific kind of pant. So this is what brought me to these. I was looking for a pant for hiking that had some very specific features. I wanted a jogger with belt loops that was stretchy and water resistant. It is very hard to find a pant with all 4 of those things. If they're joggers, usually they have drawstring waistbands. If they are stretchy, they're not usually water resistant, and all of that vice versa. So imagine my surprise when I come across one pair, just one that I found so far, of joggers that had all of these things in them, and that is the pant from Puli. It has a very long name, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that somewhere else, either somewhere on the screen or somewhere in the description. They are not very elegant with their naming, and maybe we can help them out with that. But for now, this is the pant. I'm going to start from the top and work my way down with some of the features, starting with the waistband, because that is an important feature for me. Very stretchy, which I appreciate. No drawstring, not that I mind drawstrings. I have some joggers that have drawstrings and belt loops, which is kind of redundant, but I'd rather have the belt loops and not have the drawstrings, or have them both. I want the belt loops. I want to be able to wear a belt when I go into the great outdoors and possibly have to attach things to my belt that I want. So belt loops, big win. Stretchy, big win. I could have gone down a size. I'm usually a 32. Probably could have gone with a 30, and we'll probably get some 30s in the future. But very comfortable from a waistband perspective. Another thing to mention while we're up here is the fact that they have a button that actually works and a fly. And for my other gentlemen watching this video who, when you're out in nature, nature calls, the ease of access, you understand why that is important. Moving on from there, I'm going to bring up a feature that may be a detriment to some people. Some people may think it's lame, but these are a cargo pant. So here is our cargo pant pocket with our flap. It does have Velcro that holds the flap down instead of snaps, which I appreciate. I really like Velcro, not very quiet, but it is very secure. And then our back pockets also have those flaps and the Velcro. Then we have 2 normal everyday front pockets. So nothing too crazy there. I will say that they're not really like a slim fit, but they're also not baggy. They're not parachute pants. They're somewhere in between, kind of a boot cut. I wouldn't recommend wearing them over your boots because they have the cuffed bottoms, which is what makes them a jogger, and that's why I wanted them. That is a feature that I specifically wanted because I like to wear my pants on the inside of my boots, not the outside, and then if I need protection from snow and stuff, then I'll attach some gaiters to my legs. But I find it way more comfortable, and it looks way better when your pants ride the inside of your boots. And then if you're wearing low-cut shoes, they just hug your ankles real nice and show off your shoes, which I appreciate. I like my good-looking shoes to be visible most of the time. So, cuffs at the bottom, they're awesome. Now, let's pick a random spot on the pant leg, grip it between our fingers, and show you we have a pretty good amount of give there. And I found these extremely comfortable in the short time that we've had them, just the 2 weeks. That stretch really is there. With that, they are definitely a lighter pair of pants. I wouldn't recommend just these if you're going to cold temperatures, but pairing them with a thermal in the last 2 weeks has seemed to work perfectly fine. But when the warmer weather hits, I think these will be okay. I think they'll be light and breathable enough, but only time will tell. The last thing is the water resistance, which I have found to be very effective. I actually wore these at a 2-hour lacrosse practice that was in a downpour most of the time, and these did not get soaked. They did a great job at repelling water. I then tested these about 20 minutes ago under a faucet to see how they would hold up against running water. Obviously, if you hold a pant under running water long enough, it's gonna get drenched. But as you can see from this B-roll, they do a pretty good job at just rolling the water off. Now you can see they are starting to gather that water a little bit, but I'm gonna pull the pant leg off camera, brush it off, and bring it back on camera, and it's relatively dry. I did that just like 20 minutes ago, and these are perfectly dry so far. We are not going to give final thoughts on these pants at this time because we haven't used them nearly enough, and we're not going to recommend anything that we haven't vetted. So this is meant to be a short little overview video, show you them being worn a little bit, show some of the features, maybe get some of your thoughts. We'd love to hear you sound off down in the comment section, but we are going to use these as much as we can in the next couple of weeks while the cold weather is still here, and then wear them through the spring and summer as well and see how they hold up in that kind of environment. See if they are as well-rounded as I want them to be. A little bit of a bias here because I want these pants to be really good, but again, time will tell. Guys, if you liked this video, we would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. We'd also appreciate you checking out some of the affiliates down in the description. Not only do we have Splay down there, but there's a bunch of outdoor brands that we love and that we work with. We really appreciate you and your time and you watching this video, and as always, we will catch you in the mountains.